Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? What's going on, KQKC subscribers? How you feeling? Great, I hope. Yes, I got a little rest today, but I'm right back at it tomorrow. But I thought I would let my subscribers know what's really going on in the current state of boxing, because that's what I do. That's my job. And that's why you subscribe to KQKC Boxing channel. Well, Danny Jacobs, the only one that can give Canelo a decent fight that's with the zone and in his weight class, basically, wasn't allowed to approach Canelo in the ring. Oh, he was allowed in the ring, but he wasn't allowed to approach Canelo. In other words, he couldn't sell no fight. Now, this goes back to my other video that I read from the zone's top man, Mr. Skipper. So, actually, let me give you his whole name. His whole name is John Skipper. Okay? Now, he is the top zone person. And yes, he does say what goes and what doesn't go for the zone. Now, people think Eddie Hearn is the boss of the zone. No, he's not. Yes, he's a promoter for Matchroom, and they handpicked him as being a promoter for the zone. But now, I know they regretting that big time, because so far here in America, he's been blowing it. Otherwise, he's been fucking up. You know, it is what it is, right? Right. So, now, the reason why Danny Jacobs could not approach Canelo is simple. As I mentioned once before, Canelo cannot get into a fight, or cannot set up a fight, or cannot promote a fight where he will possibly lose, or where he will possibly not look good, or no money except for the purse. See, the zone put a stipulation on that money that he supposedly had got. See, Floyd Mayweather, when he had that deal with Showtime, he had no stipulations. Hey, look, all we ask is a five-fight deal, and that's it. Win, lose, or draw, you're going to get your money. Well, a lot of people didn't know this. Canelo, he gets that money. He gets it Saturday. He got it Saturday. But you have to win. And you have to win very decisively. So, that's what's the problem. So, pretty much, for right now, Canelo's going to be fighting cab drivers. He's going to be fighting hand-picked, cherry-picked men from the UK and fighters from the United States. Someone that he know and his promoter know he can beat. They want that bag. Now, if I was Charlo, which there's nothing wrong with taking a bag, to step aside, okay? Okay, I do it for one fight, maybe. Even maybe two, depends on how much the money is. But I'm not going to sit by and idly just let this shit go on. I would go to the government bodies. I would say, look, the fight that makes sense and the fight that needs to be happening, and I'm in the position to have that fight with Canelo, and I wanted that fight. If I'm not, I will have to take Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo to court. Talk to Al Heyman. There's loopholes. I know there's loopholes around that shit. Now, what I read, shout out to the Boxing Boys, what I read, it was basically explaining the contract. If you go to my video, you'll see it. That's what I did. I read basically the contract that Canelo entered in order to get all that money. Everybody was just cheering, oh, Canelo got a big deal, big deal. Even Floyd, jealous ass, had to say something. Well, don't worry, Floyd. You still have all the attention, okay? Because we know you're an attention whore. You won't even promote your own stable. You'd rather promote you and some kind of Chinese guy fighting for an exhibition. Because you knew, and you know, that the American people are not going to fall for that bullshit no more like you and Conor McGregor. And how dare them sanction that fight? It's your 50th fight. Boxing is so fucked up, boy. Whoa. I don't know what the fuck to say. But I will say this. Danny Jacobs need to do the same thing. He need to sit there and think. Now, I don't know if Al Heyman's still his advisor. Some say yes. Some people say no. Either way it go, you have a relationship with that man. It might not be a professional one now, but it's a courtesy one now. So I would talk to him and ask him, what move should you make? It's time to take these motherfuckers to court. It's time to let the best fight the best. It's time to force these guys to fight. I'm sorry. If they won't do it, we will do it. The LDBC. They will do it. You don't want to give us the fight we want and we demand? And we pay our money to see bullshit like Saturday night? Some of us paid our money, put it that way. Either way it go, it was a fight. And it was a bullshit, high price sparring session. Rocky Fielding knew he was going to take a knee. He knew that he was going to lose. That's what I mean when I say that some fighters are already defeated before they step in the ring. Just like Anthony Joshua. He's already defeated. That's why he's going around trying to save face and ass. See, he's the type of nigga, I'm not saying the other word, because I don't play that race shit. He's the only nigga that if he walked into a jail like Cook County, one of the largest jails in the United States here in Chicago, Rikers Island. It doesn't matter. All them fucking muscles. They would pin him down and pretty much have their way with him. Why? Because he's a punk. That's right. He's a coward. And what I say coward means? A person who lacks courage in facing danger. Put it that way. He does lack courage. He lacked courage to standing up to Deontay Wilder. That's the courage he's lacking. So, that's why Danny Jacobs is not allowed to approach Canelo. Especially while the television and cameras, smoke and mirrors are running. Now, Canelo said he's going to fight in May, Cinco de Mayo, but he doesn't have an opponent yet. Why not Danny Jacobs? Why? Why not? Let's go back. Remember, he has to win, and he has to win decisively to get paid. See, millionaires, billionaires, they don't play when it comes to their money. Some that's part of the underworld will make your ass disappear. No questions asked. They will even take care of your family. Now, when you're in boxing and you don't live up to the terms of your contract and they're paying you all this money, other things can happen. So, Oscar De La Hoya, no matter how much makeup he have on his face, he's going to make sure his cash cow, him and Ryan Garcia, the only two left, basically, will make sure Canelo do not fight anyone with any type of competition. Because Danny Jacobs can beat Canelo. Danny Jacobs can move. He have better footing. He doesn't throw single shots. He throw combinations more. So, it is what it is, people. I'm sorry. But KQKC promised to give you the current state of boxing. Well, you got it. And you will continue on getting it. Now, KQKC needs your support. I need for you to subscribe to my channel. And once you do that, just tap that icon bell. You will get notified each and every time I upload a video or a live stream. So, therefore, I'm sorry about that. I was looking at something. But, anyway, now, you will get notified if I do a live stream or a video. And keep in mind that in the description box, you will find all my information. You know, my emails, Gmails, everything. And keep in mind that the zone is drowning. They are drowning faster than I ever seen. They are drowning faster than Rock Nation and what was the name of that company Mike Tyson had? I mean, soon I hit the door, that company was out of business. So, It is what it is. And do we really need promoters? Most of these fighters today are getting rid of promoters and being their own promoter, courtesy of Floyd Mayweather. See, Floyd set a lot of trends. Money. We can't get the best fight the best because everybody want a big ass bag. Thanks to Floyd. We can't get the right people to fight each other. The best fighting the best, of course. Thanks to Floyd. He cherry-picked the other half, the last half, or latter half of his career. Easy money, right? Hard work, dedication, bullshit. Anthony Joshua, he's scared out of his mind of Deontay Wilder. He have nightmares about Deontay Wilder. He can't help it. Every time he lay down and close his eyes by himself or allegedly with his roommate, if you know what I mean, wink wink. You know, they say roommate, but really is his, you know what, lover. So, therefore, he wakes up in a sweat, thinking about that right hand knocking his ass out, and he waking up in the hospital. I'm sorry. I just have to give it to you straight. Or just don't give it to you at all. So which one would you prefer? I think you prefer to hear it. Yes, Anthony Joshua is a coward. He's a man with no courage. He's a man when you facing danger, he run to the damn door. He be the first one out before the women and children. That's a coward. And someone shooting, of course you're supposed to run from the shooting. But he the type would put a woman in front of him so he won't get hit. That's a coward. That's a person with no courage. He's a phony. The faster the UK people see that, the better boxing will be. DAZN, Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua has really came over here and messed up boxing. At least it was okay boxing matches. We know, promoters lie. Promoters stretch the truth. But they are so blatantly with it and bold with it that it turns people's stomach. It's chasing the casuals away. They be like, oh shit, boxing full of shit. He did not do his homework. He did not come over here correct. No. That's just like the President of the United States going over to Russia and say, hey, I'm here. I'm coming over here to take this motherfucker over. You think Russia's going to be, okay. No, they're going to say, man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't taking nothing over. Then what? They make you fight in where? Kansas. Chicago. Bears country. That is what they do. It is what it is. And it's not going to turn out good. Trust KQ, KC on that. So, with that, That's all I have for you. And I will check you out in the AM. And for some reason, I can never stick to my so-called motto where I say maybe just one video on Sundays. Sunday supposed to be my rest day, but it never happens. But that's okay. That's why you subscribe to my channel. You want the current state of boxing. You want great boxing content. Once my channel starts growing, you're going to get that. You're going to get great boxing content. The next fight, 22nd of December. I will be calling that fight right here on KQKC Boxing Channel. It'll be my first time calling a fight. But I know boxing, and I know boxing all my life. And I will call that fight. So, with that, again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. We are a community, the LDBC. We support one another. And we are the biggest boxing community around. We have our own brand. And people like me, people like Fanon, people like Goodfella, people like 78 Sports, The Godfather. If it wasn't for him, none of this shit would be possible. Just keep that in mind. World Breaker. Great content. I give credit where credit's due. And with that, that's all I have for you. And again, peace and love, and shout out to the LDBC. I'm out of here.